Hi, I am Tiana, and today I want to talk to you about heroes. First of all, what makes a hero? A hero doesn't necessarily need to be a person who saves others. It's a person who wakes up every day and chooses to fight against all odds. We are all heroes in our own ways, as we allow ourselves to keep surviving no matter how hard things get. By continuously doing things out of the ordinary and living for yourself, you lead as an example for others. Sometimes, all a person needs is someone who takes a risk, no matter how big or small, to follow in their footsteps. You might be wondering, who is my hero? Now, many people will laugh, and that's okay. But RuPaul is my hero. He has been an inspiration to millions of people, whether you are a fan of drag or not. Personally, he's my hero in ways I could never express. When I was in my darkest times, barely holding on by a thread, RuPaul's Drag Race kept me company. Watching the show offered me comfort, because I knew that there was a man out there who cared so deeply about others that he made it his personal goal to put a spotlight on their passion. He took a chance on hundreds of people and pulled them out of a dark place. Before we begin diving into this influential persona, we have to learn about the brilliant characteristics of this man, which is why I asked the question, who is RuPaul? RuPaul Andre Charles was born on November 17, 1960 in San Diego, California. Although same-sex marriage was legalized in California in 2013, him and his partner George LaBar married in 2017. RuPaul had started off his career as a singer-songwriter in 1993, debuting his first single, Supermodel. Despite being already a well-known drag queen, he became the television host of one of the most influential shows of our decade, called RuPaul's Drag Race. This show launched over 120 careers for drag queens all across America. Regardless of the hate and backlash she received, he created the first platform for LGBTQ to express themselves freely. And yes, it is in fact Oprah Winfrey. Now, the question of the day is, what makes RuPaul a hero in my eyes and in the eyes of millions of impressionable children, teens, and even adults? RuPaul had faced hardships all throughout his life. After his parents' divorce, his father began abusing him, which caused him to move in with his eldest sister at age 15. Even though he was bullied all throughout elementary and high school, he continuously displayed who he was. He wore makeup, sewed, and handcrafted all of his clothing. He even went to the grade 12 prom in semi-drag. RuPaul represents several minority figures, considering he is black and queer. Even though drug abuse and poverty took through his life, he continued to be an advocate for LGBTQ voices all around the world. Whether you support his life choices or not, his encouraging words touch the hearts of everyone. If you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Is a famous quote by the man that teaches people to not only be confident, but to believe in themselves. Before you can truly be happy with someone else, you must be happy with yourself. Personally, RuPaul has taught me to never doubt myself, because who I am is valid, regardless of what anyone else has to say. Growing up, I constantly felt like I wasn't good enough, which destroyed my confidence over the years. But after finding RuPaul and seeing him portray his strength day after day, I decided I wanted to be more like him. Even though RuPaul has contributed to my personal growth, he has given back to the world more significantly. Due to RuPaul's Drag Race being one of the most influential shows of all time, he was able to raise over $400 million for AIDS research and awareness. To those who suffer from the chronic disease, RuPaul stands as a guardian angel, because no matter the stigma, he supports and cares for each one of them. I strongly believe that his contributions to not only the LGBTQ community are what make him a hero. Showing strength and standing by your passion, especially in a world with so much hate and animosity, takes more courage than the majority of the population on this earth could accumulate. By taking the risks he did, he paved the path for over 120 people and brought a beautiful form of art into the spotlight. Now that we have taken in the heartfelt stories of the man of the hour, would you like to know something so amusing? Did you know that RuPaul was actually named after a food? Since his mother was born in Louisiana, she decided to name him after the traditional dish called roux, spelled R-O-U-X because of her love for it. After dropping out of high school, RuPaul and his friends formed a band called Wee Wee Pull, and they played in Atlanta nightclubs. In 2017, RuPaul was listed in Times Magazine as one of the most influential people of our generation, under the headline 100 Most Influential People. I think some of those facts are quite interesting. However, meeting RuPaul in person would be even more fascinating. If I ever got the chance, I would love to say these words to him. For him to hear those words and to know that he is one of the reasons that people can live freely and love who they want would truly bring joy into my life. As we finish talking about a role model and a hero to millions, I want you all to remember this as you go through the course of your life. Unless they paying your bills, pay them people no mind. Thank you.